Differentiation is a response to the learner's needs. We can use pre-assessment to determine their readiness before beginning differentiation. So that means that it should be proactive, it should be done before learning occurs to optimize their learning and to make sure that we're providing them the right amount of support and we're focusing on their interests and taking all that into consideration before we begin differentiating the lesson. We can differentiate the lessons 9 different ways. There's 9 different ways to differentiate according to the Tomlinson model. 3 ways that we can differentiate the how they're going to learn is based on learning profile, interest, and readiness. Learning profile is the preferred way of learning. For example, the multiple intelligences, which way do they learn best? Are they kinesthetic? Are they visual? Are they spatial? Do they need to move? Do they need to hear? Auditory, visual, things like that. Interest is what the student likes, and readiness is the student's ability level coming to you. Now those are the 3 hows we can differentiate. We can also differentiate what. For example, if we were differentiating learning profile, we could differentiate the content, the process, or the product. If we were differentiating the content, we might use things like maps, videos, or music, a variety of materials to show them the information. Differentiating the product through learning profile would be letting them do group work, maybe giving a lecture or a hands-on activity. That's how they're going to be learning the information. And then the product, the end result of the learning, I might do an essay, a test, or a project. Now I can do the same thing with interest. I can differentiate interest according to content, process, or product. So the content, the information that they're learning, could be within content or without content. If it's within content, it means that I'm taking something specific, a specific topic from the content and using that to pull the student in and to teach them the material. If it was without content, it means that I would be making a connection to the content with an outside example. So if I was teaching statistics and I related it to baseball for a student who really was interested in baseball, that would be without content differentiation. When I differentiate interest, I can also differentiate the process, how they're going to be learning. I might use eye searches, orbitals, centers, and then finally the product can also be within content or without content based on the student's interest. Finally, readiness, the student's ability level. So if I was differentiating content when in terms of readiness, I might use leveled text. So the, the information needs to be at a level that they can read and understand. If I was differentiating the process, I might have tiered assignments, compacting for my more advanced students, or contracts, using contracts for the students. And then finally, the product should also be differentiated based on their readiness. So differentiated tests, not having one test for all students. And then also levels of support during the assessment. So does one student need to maybe work with, could there be a group work or something like that where they could show the information and it wouldn't be, it would be at their appropriate level of support. So like I said, because there's 3 hows and 3 whats, that means that there's 9 ways that we can differentiate our instruction according to Tomlinson, and everything that we do should be based on the learner's needs and interests and their readiness level.